Greetings and salutations. Today we will be covering the tragic vanishing of Malakia Logan. Malakia Zali Logan, also known as Kia, was born on August 1st, 1979. She was raised in the quaint town of Saluda, South Carolina. It must be noted that her father, Richard Logan, held the esteemed position of Saluda's mayor, while her mother, Bernetta Logan, dedicated herself to shaping young minds as a middle school teacher. Kia was known to be a spirited and curious soul who attended Marywood Elementary School alongside her older sister Renee. They resided in an apartment complex nestled just north of the serene rural expanse of Greenwood, South Carolina. The dreadful evening of May 15th, 1988 would forever darken the pages of Kia's young life. Engaged in a game of basketball with her sister and a close friend, Kia's playful energy filled the court at the nearby park. As the twilight cast its gentle hues upon the landscape, Kia made an unexpected decision to bid her companions farewell. Grasping her bicycle, she pedaled away, her destination set for the warmth and comfort of her own home. However, Renee and her friend continued to linger for a while longer. They remained at the court, blissfully unaware of the tragic turn of events which lay ahead. Approximately 15 to 20 minutes later, Renee arrived home. Her youthful anticipation was shrouded in growing concern. In a heart-wrenching twist of fate, Kia, her sister, was nowhere to be found. Their mother, overcome with anxiety, scoured the vicinity of their apartment complex in a desperate attempt to locate her beloved daughter. When all her efforts proved fruitless, a rising panic compelled her to contact the Greenwood County Sheriff's Office, igniting a search which would grip the community with both fear and uncertainty. The confounding circumstances surrounding Kia's disappearance catapulted her case from a simple missing persons report into a gripping saga of uncertainty. Her mother's anguished call triggered a swift response as law enforcement released a bulletin encapsulating every detail they could muster about the missing young girl. The county's officers were alerted to Kia's description, an African-American female standing at 4 foot 2 inches, weighing between 60 to 70 pounds. She had last been seen wearing vibrant yellow shorts, a yellow and white polka-dotted shirt, along with slip-on shoes. This caused her to become an ethereal figure, etched into the collective consciousness of the community, which at the time was shrouded in both shock and apprehension. An initial search of the surroundings near the Logan family's apartment complex yielded a chilling discovery. Kia's bicycle was found abandoned in the parking lot just outside the apartment's office. It stood as one of the few tangible clues unearthed amidst the labyrinth of the investigation's early stages, leaving investigators yearning for more answers. In a testament to their unwavering commitment, a responding deputy took up post on the Logan family's couch, vigilantly awaiting the elusive ring of what they expected to be a ransom demand, or a malicious communication which would inform them of Kia's well-being. Yet, a silent void engulfed the household, offering no solace nor any glimmer of hope, and so the quest to uncover the truth behind Kia's bewildering vanishing commenced in earnest. On May 16th, 1988, a dedicated force of approximately 75 individuals, including citizen volunteers, embarked on another arduous search expedition, this time assisted by helicopters provided by the esteemed South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, also known as SLED. Hope filled the air as they combed the area surrounding the apartment complex. The sun's descent cast its dusky veil, which paused the pursuit until the following day. Alas, despite their concerted efforts, the cruel hands of fate withheld any tangible evidence. As the days turned into a bleak haze of uncertainty, the director of Greenwood's emergency preparedness made the reluctant decision to suspend the volunteer search, awaiting a beckoning call from law enforcement before resuming their arduous task. Then, on May 18th, 1988, 1988, a chilling revelation emerged from the shadows. Authorities released a public statement urging residents to cast their collective gaze upon two individuals observed near the vicinity of the apartment complex on that dreadful afternoon which Kia disappeared. While not immediately deemed as suspects, these men held the key into unlocking the cryptic secrets that lay hidden within this enigma. The first figure was an older white man with graying hair, who caught the attention of investigators. He was seen traversing the area in a blue utility van, its windows tinted, ominously shielding its interior and potentially any clandestine intentions from view. However, it was the second man who emerged as a figure of heightened interest. A complete sketch of this individual was promptly released, gracing the screens of the evening news broadcasts. He was described as a white man aged between 35 to 40, standing at a height of 5'8" to 5'9", weighing at an imposing 250 pounds. He supposedly possessed a face marred by pockmarks, its pointed features etching a disconcerting image into the collective imagination of those who witnessed him. Witnesses recalled his hair being a brownish color with sun-kissed streaks. Further deepening the mystery that enshrouded him, the composite sketch was accompanied by a description of the vehicle, a foreboding mid-1970s dark blue or potentially dark black Chevrolet Monte Carlo, the description of which did send a sense of trepidation within some of those who viewed it, for they believed it hinted at a realm of malevolence lingering just beneath the boundaries of the vehicle itself. And yet, amid the puzzling pieces that emerged, witnesses remained steadfast in their assertions. They attested to the absence of any sightings of Kia in the vicinity of these men, or any indication of her presence within the confines of these vehicles. It was as if she was swallowed by the murky depths of the very mystery surrounding her. Kia Logan's whereabouts continued to elude the desperate grasp of the community, who was still yearning for answers. On October 1st, 1990, as the sun cast its golden glow upon the wooded expanse nestled within the nearby U.S. Forest Service property, a solitary deer hunter treaded upon the path which led to the unraveling of the tendrils of mystery surrounding this case. Along Mount Pleasant Road, which was known to the locals as SC-34 Highway, his weary footsteps halted abruptly. Before him lay a ghastly tableau, a badly decomposing body, particularly a human skull, silently bearing witness to the macabre secrets concealed within nature's embrace. With a shiver cascading down his spine, he hurriedly sought solace in the safety provided by the Newberry County Sheriff's Office, ensuring that this haunting discovery would not be lost to the annals of time. 4 miles east of the city of Newberry and 35 miles from the distant Greenwood, this enigmatic skull perched upon the precipice of a dark revelation. Forensic anthropologists from the venerable University of South Carolina embarked upon a meticulous examination of the skull. Their conclusions were drawn. The skull belonged to an African-American child, aged between 6 and 8. A resounding conviction rippled through the law enforcement ranks, and Kia Logan's presence loomed ominously in their thoughts. Yet the relentless grip of uncertainty refused to let go. Defying even the employment of dental records and the remarkable techniques of skull reconstruction at their disposal, investigators were at an impasse. Later, in 1993, a glimmer of hope beckoned in the halls of the National Museum of Natural History at the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. The grounds harbored the potential to unlock the truth veiled within strands of Kia's DNA. Unfortunately, the request for closure faltered, as the DNA testing proved inconclusive, rendering the whispers of certainty once again as fleeting as shadows. The passage of time would once again witness the revival of hope, when in 1996, intrepid investigators of Newberry County enlisted the aid of a private genetics laboratory nestled within the heart of North Carolina. These modern-day truth seekers delved into the realms of the mitochondrial DNA, harnessing the genetic essence of Kia's parents. A revelation emerged, resonating with undeniable certainty. The skull was a harrowing relic from the depths, and it did indeed bear the implacable and undeniable essence of Kia's very own DNA. The truth firmly anchored brought a new phase into this investigation. Between the chilling times of July 1995 and August of 1996, the haunting haunting echoes of abductions and adult assault of young black children reverberated through the realms of both Georgia and South Carolina. The tales of this struck fear, particularly along a specific state highway, which had ensnared the innocence of 6 victims. Each shared a striking resemblance in appearance and profile, particularly living in close proximity to the highway, where they would be thrust into a nightmare and subjected to unspeakable acts before being cast aside in public spaces. Yet one amongst them, spared the heinous assault, was released near a gas station, her trembling voice beckoning for help from those nearby. As the wheels of fate turned, they brought forth a figure which would capture the attention of investigators. This would be Charles Wade Hampton, a 52-year-old maintenance worker stationed at Hard Labor Creek State Park rest stop in Georgia. His association with the Department of Transportation added an eerie layer into the unfolding dilemma. Intrigue deepened as his upper arm revealed the presence of a serpent, mirroring the inked mark described by the victims of the assaults. Hampton, seemingly eager to assist in the pursuit of truth, willingly submitted both blood and hair samples to authorities, along with granting permission for the search of his abode and vehicle. The search would unearth a disconcerting array of objects, an unsettling collection that lingered images of unclothed figures, the torn remnants of childhood captured in magazines, and photographs of children clad in their undergarments, painted a vile picture of a subhuman entity. The discovery of the children's underwear prompted the meticulous forensic testing of the items. Like a tempest, Hampton's confessions surged forth, revealing glimpses of a dark and vile truth. He confessed to a series of abductions, reciting intricate details that mirrored, if not perfectly matched, the recollections of the victims. The chilling tales he unfurled spoke of 3 child abductions in the northeastern reaches of Georgia, entwined with the heart-wrenching revelation of a child slain upon a distant out-of-state farm. In a twisted dance of fate, investigators quickly linked Hampton to this very farm, its ownership resting in the hands of one of his unsuspecting friends. Emerging from the confines of his prison cell, Charles Wade Hampton stepped into a world fraught with uncertainty, yet the tendrils of darkness still clung to him, embracing him with fresh accusations. The year was veiled in the shadow of his release. The specter of a chilling crime still loomed over him, the abduction and violation of a 7-year-old child from Richland County, South Carolina, in the year of 1995. Once a confessed perpetrator, he now went on to recant his words, obscuring the tapestry of evidence and leading to a dropping of the charges of violating this child due to the absence of supposedly compelling proof. November 2002 witnessed Hampton's transfer to the confines of Greenwood County Jail, where the weight of his grievous charges descended upon him: murder, abduction, and the nefarious intent to perpetrate criminal sexual misconduct against a minor. Astonishingly, investigators revealed that they harbored suspicions against him since 1996, their case taking shape in 2000. However, a delicate dance of strategic restraint compelled them to bide their time, fearing the activation of an interstate agreement between Georgia and South Carolina. This agreement demanded that Hampton be brought to trial within a mere 180 days from the laying of charges. At this time, Hampton was defiant and unyielding as he stood before the weight of his charges in the court of law, then pleaded not guilty, a defiant proclamation that echoed his previous cases. Shrouded in an impenetrable fog of deception, he would challenge the standing of the crimes he was being charged with. On the fateful day of June 22nd, 2007, the haunting echoes of the prosecutor's voice reverberated through the halls of justice. The charges against Hampton, they declared, would be dropped, a shocking turn of events catalyzed by the lack of evidence to substantiate his prior confessions. Yet amidst the shroud of uncertainty, a flicker of determination remained. A proclamation resounded. Those investigating the case had vowed to pursue fresh charges should new evidence materialize, clinging to the hope of unveiling a hidden truth. As ink met paper, the chronicles of this enigma, the final chapters, still remain unwritten. Sadly, time has left no whispers of new evidence, as the mysterious case of the disappearance of Kia and her murder still lingers as an echo of justice unresolved. As it stands, there are currently two theories revolving around this case. First, an elusive culprit who as of yet is unidentified. And the second theory, and the one most believe in, is that Charles Wade Hampton is the likely perpetrator of Kia's abduction and untimely demise. His alleged confessions, later recanted, have cast a shadow of doubt upon his guilt. The police, in their pursuit of answers, have asserted that Kia's abduction was a crime of opportunity, perpetrated by a stranger. Crucially, Hampton had no prior acquaintance with the young girl, thus matching the profile of said crime. In 2009, a poignant tribute emerged from the depths of grief as a beacon of hope amidst the shadows of uncertainty. The Malakia Logan Memorial Scholarship was born. Its purpose was to honor Kia's memory, forever etching her name upon the hallowed halls of Lander University. In her hometown of Greenwood, South Carolina, this scholarship stands as a testament to a life extinguished too soon, a poignant reminder of the unfathomable loss that still echoes through the corridors of time. The theories that have taken root in the aftermath linger in the collective consciousness of all those who know of it, becoming integral fragments in the vast tapestry of an unsolved mystery, forever etching Kia's name in the annals of unresolved enigmas. If you remained with me until the end, I thank you, and I do hope you stay tuned and subscribe for more content.